iOS 17 was released to the public on September 18th, but its adoption rate has been below normal for this stage in the release cycle. Some experts believe that this may be due to the 3 updates that Apple has released since the initial launch. The first update, iOS 17.0.1, was released a few days after the initial launch to patch some security vulnerabilities. The second update, iOS 17.0.2, was released to fix a software issue that caused iPhone 15 series handsets to crash when getting data transferred to them from older iPhone models. The third update, iOS 17.0.3, was released to stop iPhone 15 series handsets and some older models from overheating when using certain apps, such as Instagram, Uber, and Asphalt 9. According to Mixpanel, close to 23% of eligible iPhone models are running one of the 4 iOS 17 releases. This is lower than the approximately 45% of iPhone users who run their handsets with the last 2 iOS 16 releases. While those refusing to update to iOS 17 are missing some of the bugs, they are also missing out on some great features such as Standby, which turns an iPhone into a limited smart display when the phone is plugged in and is in landscape mode. Other features that users are missing out on include the ability to leave video messages on FaceTime, monitor voicemail being left in real time with live voicemail, create contact posters, and use check-in to alert friends and family members when they arrive at a specific destination. The trend is towards slower adoption of iOS updates. Last year, 18 days after it was released, iOS 16 adoption stood at 29%, and it took 4 months for 70% of eligible iPhone users to install iOS 16. Back in 2018, 70% of eligible iPhone models were using iOS 12 about 2.5 months after the update was released. There are a few possible reasons why the adoption rate for iOS 17 is lower than previous versions. One possibility is that the 3 updates that Apple has released have made users hesitant to update. Users may be worried that the updates will introduce new bugs or problems, or that they will not be compatible with their apps. Another possibility is that users are waiting for more bug fixes or features before updating. iOS 17 was a relatively minor update, and some users may be waiting for the next major update to be released before they upgrade. Finally, it is also possible that users are simply becoming more cautious about updating their iPhones. In recent years, there have been a number of high-profile cases of iOS updates causing problems for users. This may be making users more hesitant to update their iPhones, even when new updates are released. Only time will tell whether the adoption rate for iOS 17 will pick up. However, it is clear that users are becoming more cautious about updating their iPhones, especially when Apple is releasing so many updates in a short period of time.